Hi, everyone. This PowerPoint is just going to go over the toddler literacy lesson plan that is in module week 2. All right, so this is the Washington State Early Learning and Development Guideline booklet. It can be found online here. You are going to want to download it because you will use this for several assignments in our class. This is the content page of the Washington State Early Learning and Development Guidelines. So you can see that it talks about the purpose of this book, why it matters, how children learn, how the guidelines were developed, and how they can be a resource for you. You can also see that the book is divided by age group. And so here we have toddlers 16 to 36 months on page 41 through 52. And as we turn to that, this is the first page of the toddler section. And here's how it is formulated. So it has, I believe, let's go back to the content, 6 different topics about me and my family and culture, building relationships, touching, seeing, hearing, and moving around, growing up healthy, communicating, learning about my world. And then talks a little bit about differences in development in this age group. So this topic is the first one about me and my family culture. And you can see that it's divided by children may be doing these things. And here's ideas that as an educator, you can do with them to build learning. This section about me and my family and culture continue with self-management, learning to learn, what children may be doing, self-management, learning to learn, ideas to try with children to enhance their learning. The next section is building relationships, and you can see it's in the same format. Interactions with adults, interactions with peers, social behavior, problem solving, and conflict resolution. So what children may be doing, and then ideas as an educator you can try with children. This may help you in choosing your focus for your lesson plan. This is what the lesson plan looks like. You can see that it states that your assignment is due on October 16th. You have 2 weeks to get this done. So step 1 is that there's a template for this assignment. So you want to download that and fill it in completely. Step 2, when you open up the lesson plan template, you're going to select the goal for your lesson plan from the Toddler Language and Literacy Washington State Early Learning Guidelines. All right, then step 3, you're going to select a focus topic or theme that is relevant to the toddler's world. Toddlers are concrete, literal thinkers. Themes that are relevant to a toddler are tangible, things that they can experience, things they can hold, see, taste. Remember, they're still learning through their senses. So apples, cats, dogs, perhaps siblings or favorite shapes and colors. Your focus topic or theme should be able to support your goal. We'll look at that in a minute. And so you're going to use another handout, does it have integrity, to identify whether or not your focus selected topic is appropriate for toddler age children. Your focus topic must be something that directly relates to a toddler age child's real life and everyday experience. So you can think about those 6 themes in the Washington State Early Learning and Development Guidelines. And if they fit within those themes, they probably will relate to a toddler's child's real life and early everyday experience. All right, so this is the Toddler Literacy Lesson Plan template. Here is a place to put your language literacy goal from the Washington State Early Learning and Development Guidelines, which we'll look at in a minute. And then here's your focus topic, right? And remember, it has to have integrity. So we're going to look at that document. So let's just go forward. This is the early learning literacy document, right? Remember, this is what it looks like in the Washington State Early Learning Development Guidelines. So here, this is what you're choosing from. Any of these will be your goal. So let's just say you're going to choose use more than 100 words. When learning more than one language, the child might not use words equally in both languages. So this is if this was your goal, this is building vocabulary. You could also do enjoy learning new words. So if this is your goal, then you can go over here and things that you might want to try. Name new things when introducing them to your child. Use descriptive words. Give your child word books. Read daily and explain new words. Give your child the chance to experiment with new words by giving the first part of a sentence and asking your child to complete the whole sentence. All right, so a lot of vocabulary building. So that could be your goal. And then you're going to choose a focus topic, right? So maybe if you're trying to build vocabulary, you're going to build focus topic is pets, all, types of pets. All right. So then describe activities and conversation you will have using the book in small groups of no more than 2 to 3 children at a time. List specific questions and or prompts you will use with the book. Okay, so maybe the book will be pets I have had. All right, it talks about dogs, cats, hamsters, rabbits, fish. And so describe activities and conversations. So when you're in a small group with 2 to 3 kids, my activity will be asking children questions and then recording their answers. What pets have you had? Liam says he used to have a cat, but now he has 2 fish. Betty doesn't have pets, but her grandmother has a dog who has just had puppies. All right, and so that's my activity. And so I'm going to record, dictate children's dictation, and then possibly my activity might be to have them make a class book, and everyone is going to illustrate their page. And on the bottom of the page or somewhere on the page, I'm going to write the dictation from the child that Liam said he used to have a cat, now he has 2 fish. And then I'm going to give that page to Liam to color, and we're going to make a class book. And then you're going to go continue. You're going to find a song that supports the topic of pets, right? You're going to find a finger play that supports pets. Learning centers, you're going to choose activities for art, and then you're going to have a prompt here. Have you ever seen or had a pet? Have you ever had a pet? And then if a child says no, do you know of another person's pet? Can you paint that pet? Or can you draw that pet? Or can you form that pet out of clay, right? And so the prompt is to have available, how are you going to initiate this activity with the children? So planning ahead on how you will do that. All right. And then similarly, you're going to have a prompt for sensory play. What's your idea for manipulatives with a prompt? What's your idea with blocks? Perhaps you put small animals into blocks, and your prompt is, we have different animals here in Block Center today. Some of these can be pets, some of them can't be pets. Can we sort them into piles or groups that can be pets and groups that can't be pets, right? That will be a lot of conversation and development of language. And so you can think about that. Your goal is to develop children's vocabulary. So it may be learning names of animals that can be pets. It may be describing what they look like, or their color, the texture of their fur. Do they have 4 legs? Do they have no legs? Do they live in the water? Do they live in the house with you, or do you have a dog house or a hutch for your rabbits outside? Different things like that. So what is the outcome you expect for children during this week of activities? This outcome should match your goal, right? And so these are the outcomes. So if we are looking at, sorry, let me look at that other document here, that give your child word books, read daily, and explain new words. My outcome would be, because of reading daily books that describe different pets, children will learn names of pets and will be able to describe pets at least with 3 different words, right? So maybe their color, their size, big, small, and the texture of their skin, fur. Do they have fur? Do they have scales? Anything like that. So that would be the objective or the outcome. All right. So I hope this explains a little bit more what is wanted from this lesson. Please don't hesitate to email me, and we can set up a phone call or conversation, or email me your questions if you have any, and I'll try and get back to you pretty promptly. So thank you.